How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a good time. We are going to be playing some Microsoft Flight Sim. I've currently got like both stream, like I'm trying the vertical one, but I don't know if it's actually working. So let me know in the chat if you're able to find the vertical stream because I've got it up, I've got it running. Um, but I don't know if it's working. I don't know if it's working. So let me know. Let me know. We're going to be playing some Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. I am an airline pilot. I will not tell you which airline I work for because I do not want it to be misconstrued as if I am speaking on behalf of that carrier. All of my thoughts, actions, and or blah, 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 blahs are mine and my own and do not represent airlines, airline pilots. To be honest, we're out here having fun. The biggest kind of takeaway from this, like me being an airline pilot, is just the fact that I might know what I'm doing. And that's a real big might. That's a really that might, the might. That word is carrying a lot of weight right now. Because again, as I said, we're going to be in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 and Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. It's I've been playing with it. I've been playing with it a lot, and actually, I haven't been playing with it a lot. I have been playing with it momentarily, off and on for a little while now, and I don't know. It's got its issues. It's got its good things. It's got its bad things. And I know it seems like I'm kind of distracted. It's because I am. I am looking for the appropriate cable to plug in my honeycomb. But let me plug that in real quick so I don't forget. Actually, I do think it's plugged in. I think it's plugged in just fine. And if it's not, we'll figure that out in like 2 seconds because we are hopping into Microsoft Flight Sim. Let me press my boop gaming button. Look at it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at Microsoft Flight Sim in all of its glory and beauty. It's this wonderful simulator that, well, I don't know. What do you want to call it? It's fun, right? As I said, it does have its issues. It does have its problems. The Airbus in it isn't great, but we're about to try the. We're gonna try the campaign. We're gonna try the campaign. So let's just go ahead and hop right into it. Career? Sorry, not campaign. Career. We're gonna try the career. We do have a honeycomb throttle. If you are able to watch this vertically, you should be able to see it. Actually, what I'm gonna do, just so that everybody can see the controls, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go source clone. We're gonna go Razor.
Hello there. You must be Cheese Pilot,
I
right?
sure am. Razor clone. Good. Source Razor. And boom. Now y'all should be able to see my honeycomb yoke and all that jazz over here. Now, of course, yes, I am Cheese
Welcome
Pilot.
to Carter. I'm Emiliano, the owner of this aero club.
Oh, well, that's not going to go okay over there. There we go.
Here at the club, we provide all the training lessons you need to get started and earn your private pilot license.
Okay, I'm about that.
Then, once you've earned your PPL, you can build up your flight hours and get more experience by taking people out on first flights.
Okay, I'm about that.
But before any of that, let's head outside and take a flight to get familiar with our aircraft and the local surroundings.
Okay, let's see how this goes. It's a little concerning that at no point did I set up any controls. I kind of hoped that the game would just kind of walk me through control setups.
Welcome to the apron. This is where all our
But I guess
flying
not.
adventures begin.
Ooh, is that really the character I created? Oh, that's rough. That is rough. Okay, all right. Let's take a look at the airplane. All right.
Today we will be flying
Can I
in a
crouch?
Cessna 172 Skyhawk. It's the main trainer airplane in our flight school.
All right, let's take a
Our
look out
Cessna's
here.
got a glass cockpit and a 180 horsepower engine. Climbs well and is easy to fly.
Climbs
It's
well.
one sweet ride. I'm
It's
ready
a
if you are,
Cessna.
so hop in and buckle up.
All
Let the
right.
good times roll.
Is everybody got me like clear on audio and all that jazz? Is there anything weird going on? I know I don't stream that often. So
Welcome aboard.
sometimes
While you
things
settle
aren't
in,
as good
let's
as
go
they
over
should
our
be.
flight plan. After taking off, we will climb to 2,300 feet above sea level and then fly over the airport to enjoy the view.
Okay, seems like all of those lights work.
Ready? Why don't you start the engine for us?
I'll try. Oh, that worked. Oh, did it? Oh, maybe it didn't. All right, mixture rich. Let's try that again. Ah! She
Perfect.
roars to
The
life.
wind is from 270 degrees direction with a
Let's
speed
go ahead and
of
get the
9
avionics
knots.
turned
So
on.
we'll be taking off from runway 30.
Well, thanks for showing up, Dylan. Thanks
Okay,
for showing up.
let me taxi to the runway.
Let's go ahead and send our prop full forward. We got our props, we got our throttle, our mixture, and our props. I guess we don't need props right now, given that we can't control the prop of a Cessna 172. All right. Well, here we are. Let's see if we can look
All
outside
right,
the
now
airplane.
comes the fun part. After releasing the brakes and applying full power, we will speed up and take off once we reach 60 knots airspeed. We will be climbing
All
at
right.
75 knots,
Says
which is the
this
recommended
button?
climbing speed for the Cessna Skyhawk. While climbing, we will follow
my
a
flaps are
left-hand
working.
traffic pattern and make 2 turns. Don't worry if it sounds overwhelming. I am here
Does
to
my
help.
trim work?
Release the
My
partial
trim does
brakes,
work.
Otherwise, we're not going anywhere.
I know. Let's go control space to release parking brake.
Ready for takeoff?
Let's apply
Apply
full power.
to get us moving.
Ooh, she a noisy bird.
And I'll take care of the pedals.
Oh,
Steering the
he's got
aircraft
the
on
rudders?
runway
Okay,
during
whatever.
takeoff.
I guess I'll keep my feet on the floor. Hey, if you got the rudders, you want to maintain centerline, instructor?
We have reached 55 knots.
And away we go.
To lift off.
Let's go ahead and get our flaps up. A little bit of trim. We're at full power. I'm going to turn my headset down because that is loud. That is a noisy bird.
Perfect
That
climbing
is a
attitude
noisy
and
bird.
speed. I see you know what you're doing. We
Yeah,
are approaching
yeah.
our first turn. As you'll see, the Cessna
Okay.
172 requires very little yoke movement to turn.
Yeah, I guess I'm aware it requires very little yoke movement.
You can start turning left.
Well, that was kind of a garbage turn. All right, get this nose down just a little bit. Get back to that 74 knots. All right, let's get back inside.
Keep climbing and prepare for the next turn.
There we go. Back inside. Okay, so are you on the rudders or am I on the rudders, dude? I don't know what this guy wants. Let's get a little bit of nose down trim in.
Okay, turn left again. We are almost there. Remember, we need to climb to 2,300 feet.
Oh,
it will keep
okay.
us 500 feet above the traffic pattern. I love the weather today. The clouds are beautiful, aren't they?
Okay, he's definitely got the rudder.
There we are. 2,300 feet above sea level and 500
There
feet
we go.
above the
Let's go ahead and
traffic
reduce some
pattern. We
power,
have
probably
safe
about
separation
22,
with the other
2300
airplanes.
RPM.
Look around.
And there
see
we
our
go.
airport? Let's fly over it.
Where is it? You know, I remember my instructor. My instructor was like, rudders are all you, man. If you fuck it up, we die. I'm
Fantastic.
kidding. That is not what my
I
instructor
know that
said.
you're busy navigating and controlling the plane, but don't forget to enjoy the view.
Oh, I am struggling to maintain altitude. I'm good though. I'm good though. Thanks for that like. Who dropped that like? I completely missed
I believe
it.
you have a talent for piloting. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Let's head back to the ground now.
All right, I'm down. First mission, success. That's what I'm talking about.
You seemed comfortable
All
out
right,
there.
let's get back
I'm
into
sure
this.
You will get your PPL in no time. There's a laptop in.
What's up, Maverick Mike? You know what we're gonna do, Maverick Mike? We are going to actually make that a little bit smaller. Okay. Now, is anybody able to find this via the vertical stream or no? Audio sounds really echoey for some reason. Oh, yeah, audio went... Yeah, I know why the... Yeah, I can fix that. All right, outputs, routing, USB 2, get rid of sound effects on USB 2. Okay, so certification. Let's go take a
Here
look
you
at
can see
certifications.
all the different certifications. Your first step is to
Work towards my private pilot's license. All right,
all
let's
the
work
training
towards private
lessons you'll
pilot's
need
license.
to pass the PPL.
I guess we have to start with sim controls. It's kind of annoying that I can't just take the test. Let's start training and see how this goes. Oh, wait, I can just go take the test? Okay, then yeah, we're just gonna go take the test. Oh, well, maybe I gotta start this one first.
Welcome to Sedona. I'm Captain Jess Molina, and I'll be your instructor. For this lesson, we're going to start on the ground and focus on some basic concepts. Fundamentals every pilot needs to know before hitting the skies. This is your plane, a classic, the Cessna 172. Take a look around it.
One second. All right. So, what is it saying? Take a look around.
In the
All right.
simulator, anytime you want, you can easily switch to cursor mode. The cursor is handy for interacting with menus and cockpit controls or instruments. As you can see, activating the cursor also displays the toolbar at the top of the screen.
Okay.
The toolbar is a quick access menu that allows you to control various aspects of the simulation. Try to find and open the controls panel.
What the hell is going on over there? And am I the only one that sees this? All right, open up the controls panel.
The controls panel is a useful reminder of the button layout for the devices you're currently using.
All right, let's go end flight. let's see if we can just go take the test. I really, really, really hope we can just go take the test because I really don't want to go. And if you press the space bar, it is the space bar. And if you press the... All right. Let's see. Take exam. Purchase. Oh, okay. Fuck yeah. Let's just go take the exam. All right. I am about that. Time to pass your private pilot check ride. This is your ticket to the world of aviation. For this practical test, you need to complete the standard traffic pattern, follow the flight plan, and apply what you learned to a training in a safe flight. If only that's all it took to get your private pilot's license. If only that is all it took. Oh my God. This is going to be a cakewalk. This is going to be an absolute cakewalk. My private pilot check ride was much more difficult than this. I lied. My private pilot check ride was just fine. All right, boy. Each exam is 5,000. You're gonna have to do some missions to get money. Oh, well, that's kind of stupid.
Start by removing the covers and chocks.
Oh wait,
Then
it
join the
walks you
inside.
through it too. Yeah, this is gonna be nothing. Let's go get this airplane all ready to go. Let's remove the engine cover. I mean, I don't know if I'd remove the chocks just yet. Static cover, chocks. Torpedo cover, and let's go get in the airplane. Because apparently, fuck pre-flight.
Your goal is to complete
Oh.
the left-hand traffic pattern, respecting the flight path and all required speeds. Rely
We're
on what you
already
have
all
learned in
started
the
up.
trainings,
All
and
right.
You'll be fine.
Hey man, your videos have been a
Traffic
lifesaver for me
pattern
for my
that you
instrument
got.
rating. I always have them saved up. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. All right. Press enter to announce taxi.
902 Charlie Traffic Cessna November.
Ah!
901 Tree 7 is taxiing to runway tree 0.
I mean, that's really my takeaway, or that's really my goal, is to make sure that I dumb down training. Like, you got to bring the information to the student. You can't make the student go and get the information. If the student isn't ready to understand a complex topic, break it down Barney style for them. Bring it to them. Instructors that are up here using this high level, like, oh, well, blah, 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 blah. You know, according to the coefficient of lift and drag, and you know, if, you know, according to the CFR 14B12, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. All right? We're going to make this as dumb and easy as it is, as possible. Oh shit, I was supposed to hold short of the runway. Ah! Oops. All right, we're taking off. Let's go. Flaps 1. Got good speed. Rotate. Climb to 1,300 feet. I can accomplish that. Yeah, those students are really they're the real MVPs here, if we're going to be honest. If it wasn't for those students being willing to share their training experience, you know, it wouldn't be the same, you know? Because, like, look at some of the videos that I've done where, like, I try and just provide just straight up instruction. They're not as good. You know, you can get better videos elsewhere. And that's why I didn't just try and make a bunch of, like, garbage videos trying to teach. I was like, oh, well, let's try and do something that nobody's done before. Let's do actual instruction accessible for other students. God damn, I can't maintain altitude. Okay, is the auto rudder on or something? Oh, the auto rudder is on. That's why I'm all cattywampus. I'm sitting here trying to use the rudder, and the airplane's all like, woo, 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 woo. Medical's great. I got my medical back. It is right here. I know I should probably take better care of it, but that's it. But yeah, I got my medical back. After 2 years, after 580 days out of work, I am finally allowed to go back to work. And I'm actually going back to work December 11th. I'm flying down to redo training December 11th. And after that, shit, where'd the pavement go? Where'd the pavement go? Ruh-roh, Raggy. I'm gonna do my best to get to Sun and Fun. What's up, Foley or Flowley? Flowley, Flowley. I'm gonna do my best to get to Sun and Fun. Like, no promises. You know, I do have a job now. Before, I mean, there wasn't a job that I had to do. You know. Okay, I don't know how I got that messed up on the pattern, but there's the airport that we're going to. Nice, man. My dad had open heart surgery last year, and he just passed his last week, going to start 7:30. See, that is, like, that's awesome, but it's nuts that it took your dad with open heart surgery less time to get his medical back than I did from going to therapy in Afghanistan. Like, that's just, but we're not here to gripe about that. Congratulations. That's awesome that your dad got his medical back. I love it. I love it. That is awesome. Congratulations. So we all get to go back to flying. We all get to do this shit. We all get to have fun. We're making our left turn for base, flaps 10 below 110, reducing power to about 1600 RPM. Go ahead and kind of want to zoom out a little bit. Maybe give me a little bit better view. 500? What are you talking about? We shouldn't be that low already. It told me to fly to 1300, like 1300 was the traffic pattern. All right, we are way high. Flying Microsoft Flight Sim is rough. Have you tried the Cheese Brothers? They sell cheese online. Once you order, there's never going back. So here's the thing. I live in Wisconsin. I don't need to order cheese online. I have really good cheese, like, available to me very, very locally. Like, reducing power, power idle, bring that nose up. Ah, a little bit of, there is no crosswind. Good, it's good. Stop and hold short of what? No, I mean, I have really good cheese local to me, so I don't really go out, you know, I don't go to find cheese. You know, when I've got Renard's near me, I've got DuPont, different company, not the one that kills a bunch of people with all their forever chemicals, but they probably kill a bunch of people from coronary disease from all the fat from all the delicious cheese that they sell. Stop at hold short. At hold short of what? There are no hold short bars. This airport is empty. Where the fuck does this game want me to stop at? Can we go Alt N? No? We're in Hawaii, so our only option is to order the finer stuff? Oh, God. Yeah, that is kind of rough. That is rough. I am so sorry. I'm really not sure where this thing wants me to hold short of. Like, I think I'm about to taxi out onto a road. Yeah, that's a road. Maybe I shouldn't have started. Oh, it wants me over there. Send it. Soft field. See, but I mean, you do get to live in Hawaii. I mean, Hawaii's nice. You know, isn't Hawaii nice this time of year? Remember, keep the yoke full back, keep the yoke in your chest, you know, protect that prop. All right. Yeah, we're bouncing around. Okay, and here we are. There we go. Do you know the Bro pilots? They live in the same area as me. No, I have never heard of the Bro pilots. Who are the Bro pilots?
902 Charlie Traffic Cessna, November 190-137 is taxiing to parking.
Am I though? Am I though? I don't really know where I'm going, just to be frank. If I'm gonna be drunk about it, I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing. Awesome. Wait, there's a ramper here? How is there a ramper here? Come on. Come on. Sure. Control space, parking brake set. Avionics off. Let's go ahead and pull the mixture. Well, the avionics aren't off. Avionics off, mixture out. And kill the mags. Kill the master,
You will
kill
need
all
to
the
train
lights.
some more to get your license. You clearly have what it takes to get it next time.
Wait. How did I fail? Respect the traffic pattern altitude. Oh, okay, so I was all fucked up. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try that again. All right. It's nice all year, blessed to live here. You just gotta go the extra mile for stuff you can easily find on the mainland. Yeah, that's kind of whatever. I went and visited Hawaii like a couple years back, and I could definitely see that.
It's time. Your first ever check ride.
All right, let's try.
Your goal is to complete a left-hand traffic pattern, respecting the flight path and all required speeds.
All right,
Rely
mixture's
on what
rich.
you have learned in your trainings, and you'll be fine.
Crank the engine, and
Now,
we're good
show
to
me the
go.
best traffic pattern that you've got.
902 Charlie Traffic Cessna, November 190-137 is
Okay.
taxiing to runway 30.
Why weren't these things up last time?
TAWS system test. Okay.
Wait, you really trying to tell me that this Cessna 172 has a TAWS unit? A terrain awareness and warning system? And I don't know how much I believe that. Stop at the hold short? This is the hold short line. Am I back taxiing? Is that what it wants me to do? Yeah, it wants me to back taxi. No. What the Okay. Taxi to the start of runway 30. There was... That's not the hold short bar. That's the displaced threshold. Okay, whatever. I just started my instrument flying out of Kona Flying Piper. It's about 275 an hour. How does that compare to mainland? I mean, that's about on par. Maybe like $60 more. An Arrow, isn't that the one with retractable gear or no? I forget if that's the one with retractable gear. Yeah, I mean, flight training has gotten pretty expensive. Like I know if I had to pay for it out of pocket, like I mean, what am I kidding? That was like the whole problem that I had, you know, first trying to be a pilot. That's why I ended up in the military, was because I couldn't afford to be a pilot because it was so expensive, but Come on, whip it around. All right, let's get rolling again. Right, lock up that inside wheel. Come on. 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 There we go. There we go. Yeah, retractable gear, 200 horsepower, controlled. Actually, that's a pretty decent deal. Like, if I'm going to be honest, 285 for an airplane like that, that's a pretty good deal. All right, take off from runway 30. All right, full power. Airspeed's alive. Fixture's rich. Truck's good. Everything's green. Got airspeed. Rotate. And we're up. Flaps can come up. Yeah, why is it having me only climb to 500 feet? Like, that's not a traffic pattern altitude. Get some trim in. There we go. All right. Climb into 1300. Reduce power. Crosswind turn. I guess we reduced power just a bit too much. Let's build some airspeed, but maintain altitude. Maintain altitude, 2200, 2200 RPM should be good. All right, climb to 1800. All right. Just got back from my first flight as a student pilot. That is awesome. Congratulations. Oh, wrong button. I'm sorry. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not the rim shot. Ah. There we go. I got so many buttons here. 1,800 feet. Shit. I build the F-16 in South Carolina. They still make F-16s? That's awesome. But you're watching the mock check ride videos? Well, that's awesome. Thank you for watching. I'm doing all I can to help you know, people get some education for hopefully a little bit cheaper than what you're paying. Well, thanks for showing up, Christian. Thanks for showing up. Extend flaps. Now, does it want me to descend? Because my understanding of base is I should be descending. But is Microsoft Flight Sim's understanding of base a descent?
Niner 2 Charlie traffic Cessna November 19137 is on final runway 30 to land.
All right, power's idle. We're full flaps. I guess we're gonna slip this. Slip it, slip.
500.
Just put that FPA on the runway. And bring it out. And that's a landing. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a great landing, but it's a landing. Oh, it wants me down there. Okay. I mean, that was a pretty solid slip. That was a pretty solid slip. It's kind of annoying that, like, Microsoft Flight Sim is telling you like, oh, go to this altitude, then this altitude, then on the way down, it doesn't tell you what altitudes to go to. But it's going to judge you for those altitudes, I guess. Yeah, flight school's going to be pissed. Nosewheel strut is gone. There is an echo. There is not an echo. There. Let me check. Testing. Where? Stand by. You know what? Here. Problem solved. That's probably where the echo's coming from. All right.
902 Charlie Traffic Cessna, November 19137 is taxiing to parking.
Okay, test. Oh, that's where the echo's coming from. All right. Problem solved. Problem solved. Problem solved. It is that one. This one right here. So y'all can see my controls. That's the echo. That's where it came from. Sorry. I apologize. Y'all should see my OBS setup. It is an absolute disaster. All right, let's see if I failed my check ride. What do you think, DPE? Ooh, that's a rough looking DPE. I don't think I passed. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think I passed. All right, parking brake set. Parking brake set. And avionics, turn them off. Mixture idle. Wait for the engine to shut down.
There's always room
And
for
magnetos
improvement,
off.
right?
Masters off. All right, we got a B. What do you call the doctor that got C's in medical school? Doctor. Oh. Respect the taxi path, respect the flight pattern altitude, plane handling. Apparently plane handling's solid. Plane handling was solid, fucking on point. No laughs at that joke though. No laughs at that joke. All right, congratulations. Allows me to fly single engine airplanes in good weather conditions. Private pilots cannot fly for commercial purposes. C's get degrees. Regardless of the game's accuracy in physics, it's stuff like that that sure is beautiful. Awesome. New flyable airplanes. So, okay.
Congratulations on passing your PPL exam. Hopefully that's the first of many steps on your career. Your PPL allows you to fly recreationally and begin to build up your flight hours. First flight missions are a great way to increase your experience.
Okay.
Let's go back to headquarters.
Let's check out the specializations.
As you can see, the career journey of a pilot can take many different paths. As I said earlier, your PPL is the first.
I'm happy with that.
As you build up your flight hours and earn more certifications.
Solid. All right. So, first time flight. I already did that. Ferry flight. Level 3. Oh, I need a commercial certificate. Okay. What can I do then? What about rotorcraft stuff? No, passenger transport. No, that'll. All right. I don't know what the hell it wants me to do here. Nothing I can really do there. Ooh, missions. All right.
On this map, you can see all the missions currently available to you.
All right.
There's one mission currently available.
Okay. This one? Is this what I'm talking about? Take my first flight over above Brown County. Do I need to go from the airport I left from to the airport? Yeah, okay. Oh. Well, that's going to be kind of boring. I guess. What's up, Belle? My cat's coming to talk to me. What's up, Belly girl? Oh, she's running away. Oh, I have a flight coordinator? Woo! Oh, this is extra fancy. I got a flight coordinator, mission criteria. We can get some sightseeing quality, flight smoothness, landing smoothness. We might as well just chop that off right there because we ain't no it ain't no. All right, much better. Yeah, we're going to skip all of that nonsense. Alt N, or oh shit, wrong one. Alt N. My dad works in aircraft sales. Hope to get into it a bit. Hopefully, he's still doing it when I get my commercial license. Well, that actually, that's actually not a bad gig, and you can technically do aircraft sales.
Hey,
as
Captain, meet Lisa.
as
She's keen on
a
discovering the sights around Brown County. She's one of our friends, so I'm counting on you to treat her well and show her around. By the way, she's got her father with her.
oh shit, we got people
if
in
the
the back.
seatbelts are fastened, you're ready for takeoff.
Oh yeah,
Captain, give it a shot.
Oh my god, shut up. Like, there we go. Engine's cranked. We got our avionics going. Let's move the iPad. Wait a minute. I can't move the iPad? Give me the iPad. What's it telling me to do? Oh, parking brake. I can deal with that in a second.
Niner 2 Charlie traffic Cessna November 2.
We're just going to skip to takeoff. I don't think we really need to worry about taxiing. But yeah, aircraft sales, you can technically do aircraft sales with just 200 hours and a private pilot certificate. So, good luck with that. It's fun. I mean, I've never done it, but I mean, I'm assuming it's fun. Taxi lights on. All of those lights are on. Let's go fuel pump. Get ready for this takeoff. Flaps are set for takeoff, and let's announce for takeoff.
When do we start?
Niner 2 Charlie traffic Cessna November 20710. Taking off runway 12 departure to the east.
Awesome. So it's a little sightseeing tour. We just taking some people up for a little sightseeing. No money's, no money's transferring hands or anything like that. We're gonna enter runway 12, and after we enter runway 12, I mean, I'm assuming we're gonna take off runway 12. Yeah, it's for doing the demo flights. You can do aircraft sales for demo flights and whatnot, and be paid as a pilot with 200 hours of pilot and command time and a private pilot certificate. It's how a lot of people used to build time, but you gotta kind of think of it from an insurance standpoint. Is insurance really gonna approve you to do, to fly a brand new fucking airplane with just a private pilot certificate? It's kind of a hard deal for insurance to actually be okay with that. God damn, wing. There's no wind. Barely any wind. I don't know why that wing popped up like that.
This is something else.
Flaps are up. And we're gonna climb on up. 1300? Not really sure why 1300, but sure. Oh, and then it's just giving us all the little blocks to aim for. Okay. And I guess that's better than nothing. Let's go ahead and set a cruise power of about 2500 RPM, and then we'll work on our lean. Yeah, we're not going to skip to flight seeing. I mean, that's kind of or to sightseeing. Flying's kind of the whole point, isn't it? Go ahead and bring this power back just a smidgen more. Then we'll go ahead and lean this mixture until we get a rise in RPM. Or I guess
This is so much more amazing than I expected.
So we lost 10 RPM, but I think that might have been due to a little bit of a climb. Okay, there's a rise in RPM. Let's look for a drop in RPM. Oh, it is bumpy up here today. We're still getting more RPM. Let's go ahead. Yeah, it is a bumpy day today. See if we can get this engine to stumble. There's the stumble. Get that mixture back in. All right,
okay?
there we go.
Not scared?
I'm too excited to be scared.
Yeah, I mean, even me, as a, you know, thousands of hours of instruction and flying like a bunch of different airplanes and whatnot, even if I don't have time in type, if I don't have time in an aircraft, insurance won't cover me for it. Like if I wanted to go fly a Cessna 182, I have time in a Cessna 185, a Cessna 337, a Cessna
We
172.
feel really safe. Jennifer was right. There's no sense of vertigo at all.
What else have I flown? I guess that's all the Cessnas I've flown, but I've never flown a Cessna 182. So I can't get approved to do commercial operations in a Cessna 182 by insurance point standards. Even though I've flown a bunch of other Cessnas, 152s, 150s, 172s, 185s, 337s, but insurance says no.
Hey, Lisa, nothing like it. Is there?
Jennifer, thanks for checking in. Having a great time, and it's surely thanks to our pilot.
Keep your eyes wide open. You won't regret it.
You know, it's kind of funny. I know this area, like, because I fly around this area. Like, this is local to me. But I guess that's kind of the joy of Microsoft Flight Sim. The graphics are finally to a point where, like, you actually see it. You know, you're actually there.
Oh, here's Brown County. I wasn't prepared to feel this emotional about the view.
It is a bumpy day. Yeah, I'm sure aircraft sales will be a whole lot of, will open a whole lot of doors. Let me do whatever the hell this is, and then I'll answer. I'll read that comment. Sorry. 1600 and 87 knots.
Hey, it's shaking.
There we go. I think the passengers might have been upset about that landing. What's the name of your sim setup? It's the honeycomb. It's all honeycomb controls. The pedals, I completely forgot. I think they're like some weird off-brand. But they're supposed to simulate the Airbus. They're supposed to simulate Airbus controls or Airbus rudder pedals.
I think I just saw the roof of my house.
I can see my
Yeah,
house from
that's
here.
it.
That's a bummer. I think I totally missed it.
It might be cliche, but this is a memory I'll hold on to for a lifetime. It's
I really
rolling
like
out the
the
red carpet
honeycomb
for us.
yoke
It's
and everything.
breathtaking.
It probably the cheaper options. What else? I don't know. They're pretty affordable. Sure, they're not force feedback. I would prefer that they're force feedback. I've actually taken them both apart, and there's plenty of room in there for force feedback to have been installed. But I don't know. I guess they just chose to not have force feedback in them to try and keep the costs down. But yeah, there's just not really a whole lot of force feedback options. There's not a whole lot of force feedback options out there. Hey Cheese, thanks for all you do. I listen to all your content on my way of making my dreams come true. That is awesome. That is awesome. How are you? How far are you on your journey to being a pilot? Do you play other games? Looks like your PC is probably a beast. Yeah, I mean, I do. I was actually playing the new Black Ops 6 earlier today. But you know, that's not really related to my content. So I usually don't stream it, but yeah, I mean, I got Black Ops 6. I just beat Frostpunk 2. I've played Kerbal Space Program since it was released. What else? Yeah, I mean, my PCs can, what is it, a 4070 with 64 gigs of RAM and an i7? I think that's what it is. And you know what the hilarious thing is it's recording all of this now too. Like, so I'm not just streaming, I'm not just playing Microsoft Flight Sim. I've got YouTube pulled up, I'm recording this, I got music playing through my ears. I got a Stream Deck here. I wonder if this Stream Deck works with Microsoft Flight Sim 2024.
Even the light seems different up here.
Oh shit, it does. Huh. Awesome. About to take my instrument written. Awesome. That is awesome. Are you ready for your instrument written? The instrument written is kind of a doozy. You just set up a sim for PC for Microsoft Flight Sim this week? Well, what do you got in it? What do you got in it in the way of hardware? Wait, doesn't this thing have an autopilot? Yeah, what the fuck am I hand flying stuff for?
Welcome back, aviators.
Well, I guess at this
okay,
point,
Lisa?
I should just fly the plane and go land.
So cool. Thanks.
What an experience. I recommend it.
Do you use Shepherd Air? Yes, I use Shepherd Air for all of my writtens. And I don't have any more writtens to take. I mean, I guess unless I want to go do helicopter stuff, I guess I have a written for that.
902 Charlie traffic Cessna November 207.
But helicopters make me nauseous.
Miles east 1,800 feet inbound to land runway 12.
I would love to get my glider rating. I would absolutely love to go get my get glider training. I know there's a couple flight schools here in Wisconsin, and now that I got my medical back, that might actually be the play. And I know a lot of y'all are probably gonna be like, but Cheese Pilot, you don't need a medical to fly gliders. You're right, you don't need a medical to fly gliders. But we're back at the insurance problem where a lot of flight schools won't teach you if you don't have a medical. But now that I got my medical back, yay. Shepherd Air, to be honest, the way Shepherd Air works is they actually pay people. They don't necessarily pay people, but people will actually go and take the written multiple times and then just report back to Shepherd Air the questions and answers. That's it. That is the deal with Shepherd Air, is that people will go and take the written with Shepherd Air, or take the written for Shepherd Air, and then they'll report back to Shepherd Air with the answers. That's it. That is the whole deal. Ooh, too early on the flaps. Shit. Oh, guess we got to write up these flaps for overspeed. Oh, sorry, Steve. Sorry, Steve. I know. I'm sorry, Steve. To be honest, these things, these lives, they're kind of happening randomly at this point, and I don't really want to bother y'all. You know, y'all have helped so much that, like, I kind of feel bad about, like, bothering y'all. Oh, well,
902 Charlie traffic Cessna November.
Yeah, they may have fixed the flap
20710
over speed.
is on
No, I
final
actually
runway
oversped
12
the
to
flaps.
land.
That was my fault. Like I actually fucked that up. Looks like we do have a crosswind though. Go ahead, get a little bit more speed in this. I don't know what this Microsoft Flight Sim's talking about. Like, I need to go down. The runway's down there. Well, let's see if I actually got how this actually went. A little bit more power in, control that descent rate. Power's out. Ah, fuck. Sure, sure.
A bit shaky, but I'm totally excited right now.
Oh, that was bad. Can you make a video teaching? Huh? You're gonna have to say that again, because I'm not exactly sure what you said. Like, that's not. Can you make a video teaching for company after you opened? Huh? What do you mean? Huh? I'm still not sure what you're talking about. Like, I'm not opening a company. Can you make a video teaching for company after you opened? All right. Retype the entire thing in common English, because that I need proper grammar. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, that was a bad landing. That was a pretty bad landing. This is definitely a gusty, windy airport. Definitely should have gone around. Definitely should have gone around. But here we are. We're on the ground. Let's see what kind of points we got. Let's see what kind of points, what kind of credits, see how terrible that experience was. Like, are you asking for a video on how to buy an airplane? Is that what you're talking about? I had the sun in my eyes on my first solo, still buttered it. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. All right. Let's see. Let's see.
No easy to impress the locals, but I see they're smiling. That's cool.
Parking brake.
Well done.
Avionics. Mixture. So what Hudson is saying is obvious. He wants to talk, wants you to talk about teaching for, I'm assuming, a company? After who opens it? After what opens? Oh, you're talking about in Microsoft Flight Sim. Oh, here's the thing. I have absolutely no idea. Like, we're like, this is the exact same, like, we're in the same boat right here. I have not, this is the first time of me playing Microsoft Flight Sim. I have no idea how any of this works. I mean, yeah, I mean, I have absolutely no idea. Like, this is all an experience. All right. So, back to headquarters. Let's see what's going on. Reputation. Not great. Not great. C's get degrees. We got a level, though.
Nice work completing your first mission.
Okay.
Continue building your flight hours by completing more missions, and you'll be ready to move on to your CPL in no time.
Sure. Let's see. Certification. Commercial pilot. Oh, perform 2 missions. Oh, well, I guess I gotta go do another mission. Had a radio issue. My local solo flight was kind of scary. But I remembered fly the plane, then worry about the problem. It turned out to be squelch. Yep. Squelch is a very common problem, especially on older audio panels. The squelch knob can kind of move around. Best way to grow aircraft, I'm assuming water, nurture them, sunlight. I'm not sure what you mean by grow airplanes. Again, we're in the same boat here, right? You are approaching this the exact same way I am.
Here's all the first flight missions available
I am
right
based
now.
in the Midwest.
Take your pick which one you want to tackle next.
All right, let's take a look. What is this one? Take a flight above Oshkosh. No, I'm good. Lauren wants to explore Brown County. Already did that one. Boring. Fly a local resident above that airport. Scenic right over Wisconsin with Jessica. Sightseeing. You know what? I guess we're gonna go with. Where did we depart out of? It's 81 Charlie, 78, 32 Whiskey. Oh, there's no good airports. I don't really want to fly out of any of these podunk nowhere kind of places. What about over here? Fly a local. Yeah, it seems like podunk nowhere airports are the options. So I guess we're gonna fly out of. I think this one's Pulaski. Good nutrients, enough watering for sure. But all those flights are the same. Yeah, I guess that's exactly what it is. You're right. All of these flights are exactly the same. All right, well, let's try it. Let's go for a flight. I own a nice little Cherokee 140 or 160. So here's the thing. I don't fly other people's airplanes that often anymore. I've had 3 engine failures. And one of them ended up in the dirt from me flying somebody else's airplane. So like, I don't really just hop in strangers' airplanes anymore. It's like, no offense, but like, I don't really want to do. Sorry. No. Okay, I don't mean any offense, but your questions don't make any sense. Just trying to help. Yeah, sorry. Like, I'm trying to understand what you're saying, man. Best way to gather airplanes, best way to get more airplanes in Microsoft Flight Sim. I think maybe English isn't necessarily the barrier. I think it's just form the full sentence. Just type out the full sentence as opposed to trying to shorten it up so that there's not a miscommunication. And you'll learn that in aviation. You need to use clear and concise communication. You can't try to shorten things up to try and get a shorter message across or use less words. Just say what you mean. Let's go check. Let's go check out another one. Let's go check out another one. Oh, we're in the dirt here. Ooh. Okay, airplanes don't grow. What do you mean by grow aircraft? Airplanes are not vegetables. They do not grow. I don't know what you mean by grow airplanes. Let's cut to the takeoff, though. Who are these passengers that are hopping in a random old airplane in the middle of a flower
Looks like
field?
A perfect day for flying, Captain. On board. You're taking one of our friends, Lauren, and her sister, for a nice scenic ride over the region. Everyone is comfortably seated. Get ready to depart then.
Don't know you're supposed to water your airplane. What's the next airplane you would buy if you sold your seaplane? A bigger seaplane. Yeah, I'm not even joking about that one. I am I want to buy a widgeon. I want a widgeon.
Whiskey 1
A
traffic
widgeon
Cessna,
is like
November
$350,000 though.
777, taking off
So
runway
they're kind of
19
expensive.
south departure.
But that's at the end of the day, that's really what I want. If I sold my current seaplane, I would buy a bigger one. No, I would never buy an Icon. I never in my life. An Icon is not a seaplane. An Icon is not a seaplane. It is a jet ski that happens to fly. Like, that's it. And Icon, fight me on that. Icon, I will cage match you. No, I'm not. I'm kidding. I won't. Like, I don't condone acts of violence. But like, if we're just gonna be honest, the Icon, it cruises at 85. Its useful load is like you and a bottle of water. Like it's you know, a used one is $250,000. Like, why would I get that? The Honda Jet's not that bad. I mean, the Honda Jet, I mean, it's a jet. It's a fairly small jet that is quiet. It has a bathroom. Like, the Honda Jet's not that bad. The Icon is a jet ski that happens to fly. If all you want to do is fuck around on the water, if you like jet skis but also like airplanes, sure, go get an Icon. If you actually want an airplane, go get an actual airplane. But no, I like, what I really want to do is there's a kit plane that you can get for about $250,000, which it's the same price as an Icon, which is a composite version of the Widgeon, slightly bigger. The fuck? Hey, Microsoft Flight Sim, there's a building here. I guess we'll... Yeah, 182 on floats would be nice. They're expensive. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to reset this one. Like, there's a building there. Like, what does it want me to do? Used to go to Jack Brown Seaplane Base all the time in Florida. That is a pretty cool place. I've never been. I kind of want to go down there now that I have my medical back and just get some experience flying in floats, because I've never actually flown in floats. I got my seaplane rating in my seaplane. I got my seaplane rating in a Lake 200, which, from what I've heard, is a terrible idea. It's expensive. It's complicated. It's hard to learn. But I did it. My wife did too. Jack Brown, from what I've heard, like the Cubs and stuff, they're a little bit easier to learn in.
On board. You're taking one of our friends, Lauren, and her sister, for a nice scenic ride over the region. Everyone is comfortably seated. Get ready to depart then. Let's do it.
All right. Alt N. We're just gonna taxi out there, and I guess...
8 Whiskey 1 traffic Cessna, November 55777, taking off runway 19er departure to the south.
How hard is it to learn tailwheel flying? Is it worth it? I mean, I don't know. I don't have a tailwheel endorsement. I have about 40 hours in a Cessna 185. I was flying it for a job, and somebody else was rated in it, but they were also an instructor, so I just logged a bunch of instruction given. Like, I received instruction in a Cessna 185 for like 40 hours. It's fun. Is it like necessary? No. Like, what do you gain from learning to fly a tailwheel? Nothing really. There's not really, like, what's the benefit? Like, there's no commercial operations that fly tailwheel. Like, the benefit is going to be bragging rights. And that's about it. I know a guy who'd check me in a Stearman if I get my tailwheel rating. Well, I mean, that if that's... But again, like, what are you going to do with flying a Stearman? Maybe volunteer for EAA. I mean, I'm not trying to like shoot your dreams down or anything like that. If that's what you want to do, go do it. But I'm just saying, like, I don't see the benefit. That's what I'm saying. Is like, for me, I don't really see the benefit. There might be benefit for you. You know, if there's an opportunity out there for you to make money or do something that you've always wanted to do with a tailwheel rating, go get your tailwheel rating. It's like $1,200. For tailwheel endorsement, it's like $1,200. Cheese, did you get VA benefits from serving? So I got mine from serving. I was in the military, and I used my GI Bill to pay for my flight training. I got chapter 35 right now, and it's clutch. I'm getting my degree and flight lessons at the same time. That's, yeah, the post 9/11 GI Bill is like, it is what's up. That's why, like, it always blows my mind when I see people that use their GI Bill to like go become a AC technician or not an aircraft technician, but like an air conditioning technician. Like that's it. Like that was your whole hopes, you know. Like, you do realize that GI Bill will pay for like everything. All right, let's take off from runway 19. Like, I guess this is the runway. Is this the runway? Let's make sure we clear. Is the runway over there? Oh, am I stupid or am I just stupid? Oh, no. It wants me to take off through the building. I guess this would be a tail wheel would be nice here. Tail wheels are great for grass. Yeah, tail wheels are great for grass operations. Here we go, full power, yoke's back. Shut up, G1000. We're doing soft fields. All right. I'm climbing.
It's so satisfying feeling the plane lift off.
All right, I'm up. All right, climb to 1,100 feet. Then where do I go? Am I flying the wrong way? Microsoft Flight Sim has no idea what's going on. They have absolutely no idea what's going on. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's climb up to... It's telling me 1,100. Let's set our heading. Well, actually, let's activate nav on the FMS, and then we'll go... Okay. I guess we can maintain 1,100. Well, activate altitude mode. Let it capture, and then autopilot. Is the autopilot on? Yeah, why did it go to... Okay. It's doing something.
Look! The Earth is unfolding before our eyes.
Sure is.
I love it.
All right, let's go vertical speed. I definitely don't want to go vertical speed 200 down.
Don't sink.
Yeah, I know. Don't sink. There we go. Go up 1,800. Okay. Since you're here, your videos really helped me throughout private pilot working on instrument now. That's awesome. Congratulations, John. I love bush flying a whole lot. Would like to fly them up in Alaska. A lot of people say they want to go fly in Alaska with bush flying and whatnot. That shit's dangerous as fuck.
Remember this spot, sis. This is where you fell and messed up your new shoes.
Like, bush
Mom
flying
was
in
so mad
Alaska,
at you.
like, there are regs
Good old
specifically
times.
for Alaska flying because it is so much different. And a lot of people just kind of, I guess they just don't really realize that because they just see the cool parts. They don't see the part where, you know, homeboy almost died. All right, autopilot off. Let's go ahead and bring this power back 2600. Yeah, I mean, I like flying. I like going to strange new places.
I love this
Alaska
region
is a
so much.
whole nother
Flying
animal,
over it
though.
feels
Alaska is a
incredibly
whole nother
moving.
animal.
I can
I got
only
buddies who have
imagine how
gone there,
breathtaking It must be at sunset.
but I don't know.
Hey, now the city. Never expected to see all this.
It's amazing. I
All right.
recognize everything down there.
Let's go down. Let's slow down to 87. Set our power probably like 1900. Or Idaho, tons of STOL flying there. Well, that's exciting. I mean, what does Idaho have when it comes to STOL flying? I've never really heard that Idaho was famous for their short takeoff and landings and like bush flying. What makes Idaho so different? Let's get a little bit more power in. There we go.
Stunning scenery.
Hey, I have a mock check ride with you on Tuesday. Anything I can do to impress you? So here's the thing. You probably don't have one with me on Tuesday. I do have another instructor in there that is doing a lot of mock check rides. You should have seen that. You signed up with Chase, not me. Sorry, I am way too busy recently. Like, the fact that I have enough time to even log in and do this is kind of alarming. And there's actually 100 other things I should
didn't
probably
imagine such a
doing
view.
instead of this.
You really got us up close and personal.
But here we are. But here's the thing, Chase. He's a check pilot with his flight school. I've gone through all of his stuff. He's still a good instructor. He's still going to give you quality instruction and make sure that you are prepped and ready to go.
Everything I see makes a great photo.
Does it though? I guess it does. There's tons of dirt and grass strips in the mountains of Idaho. Oh, that's news to me. Go Alt End. We're just gonna go straight back. We don't need to mess
Welcome
around
back,
with all of this.
aviators. Are you okay, Lauren? Ready to give it a go again?
A lot of emotions right now. All I know is I'm eager to fly again soon.
Quite an experience.
All
I
right.
recommend it.
It is bumpy as all hell right now. Follow the traffic pattern. Okay, follow the traffic pattern. All right. Anybody got any comments, questions, concerns, additions, things that they, this career on Microsoft Flight Sim is kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. Feels a little grindy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. There's a little bit of grinding going on. But I guess I could tell that if like you didn't have the level of experience that I had, you didn't have the level of training and whatnot. This is probably, yeah, this is definitely a good experience. Without actually having to hop in an airplane. I feel like the turbulence is a little unnecessary. The turbulence that's put into this currently is a little unnecessary. All right, let's swing this around. Pull some power out so that we can slow this airplane down to ensure that we don't overspeed the flaps again. Go flaps 1, increase our turn rate without pulling more. Let's reduce more power so we can slow this airplane down more. Keep slowing down. Come on. We got flaps 10 below 110. I need to get below 85 for flaps 2.
500.
There we go. There is no runway here. There is not a runway there. What is this game trying to do? There is no runway here. All right, flaps full. So he doesn't do recordings. You know, he's just there for the instruction. He doesn't do the recordings. I'm sorry. You know, so just if you go to book another one, just make sure, pay attention. It's right there. It shows like either Cheese Pilot or Chase. Because I just didn't have the time. I'm sorry. So I had to hire an instructor to keep up with all of y'all. All right. Let's try and butter this one. I mean, it was all right. It was all right.
And a buttery smooth landing for a perfect finish.
And what? Aircraft entered. It's an uncontrolled field. What do you mean aircraft entered taxiway without making an announcement? Oh my God. Some of this stuff is being a little nitpicky. It's being a little nitpicky. I shouldn't have to make a radio call to enter a taxiway from a runway. It's like Microsoft Flight Sim never actually read the aviation information, the airman's information manual.
That's cool. Well done.
All right, mission success. Let's see how it went. Let's see what kind of points we got. Oh, we got a. All right. Ooh, we got an A. We got an A. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so taxiing speed, radio. Oh, we got an S. Oh, bad weather bonus. What are you talking about? Ah, okay, sure. All right, let's see what kind of points we got. So reputation update. Still nothing. Still not a B. Most of the grass strips were made by AI, so that's your problem. Oh, that explains it. That explains it. That's kind of disappointing. It's kind of disappointing. I was really hoping that the grass strips were going to be good.
Hours to be eligible to take your CPL. If you pass your CPL, you can begin.
All right, let's go take our commercial certificate. Do we want to go try and do? I guess my controls aren't really set up to do helicopter stuff, so I guess we're gonna have to go with commercial airplane. Let's just take the exam. Yeah, we just gonna take the exam. Oh, so we have to go to another airport. Oh, are we gonna? Ooh, that's gonna be difficult. That's gonna be difficult. Any tips on impressing Chase? No, I mean he's kind of trained the same way I am. So I mean you're really just. It's not about impressing. We're there trying to make sure you've got the knowledge and that you're ready to go take your check ride. That's it. It's not a matter of impression. All right, so we're going from VNY to BUR. You know what? Let's leave the clouds on. Let's see how this goes. I don't know, man. Maybe, I don't know, Necromancer. Have we met? Have we met? I don't know. Let's skip straight into the airplane.
Welcome to your CPL check ride.
And
the last stop
fixture?
on your way to become a true professional pilot.
The last stop.
For this check ride, you will complete a cross-country flight through Los Angeles County, taking off from Van Nuys Airport and then landing at Bob Hope Airport. You can start when you are ready.
Crank it. There we go. Request taxi clearance.
Van Nuys Ground Cessna, November 55777 with Papa request taxi for takeoff departure to the east.
TOS system test. Okay.
Cessna November 55777 taxi to and hold short of runway 16 right using taxiway, Alpha 1 Charlie. Contact tower on 120.2 when ready.
Shit, what was that taxi clearance? All right, let's see.
Taxiing hold short runway 16, right using taxiway. Alpha
I guess we got yeah,
777.
we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We got the little lines. All right, let's go. A little bit of power in. Come on. Get rolling. Get rolling. Go ahead and turn our landing light off. Ain't no reason for that to be on. Taxi lights on. Strobe. Yeah. Or yeah, no, strobes can turn off. All right. Let's bump it up to about 1,000 RPM. And tap a little bit of brakes. Just go to 16 right. There's really only one taxiway. Oh, okay. Hold space to stop and hold short. Okay. Oh. We need to actually go up to the hold short bar. I'm just glad we're actually at a real airport, so like the sim matches, like the hold short instructions like actually. Okay, stop at the hold short. Request takeoff clearance. Good.
Van Nuys Tower, Cessna, November 55777 at runway 16, right, ready for departure to the east.
Approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right.
Okay. You know what? We're just gonna do a 0 flap takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff,
like we really don't
runway
need
16 right, Cessna 777.
we don't really need flaps for a takeoff off of out of here. I mean, I'm assuming it's a fairly long runway. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. A whole 180 horsepower. I think you can get moving a little quicker than that. All right. We are entering the taxiway. You know, if they were trying to make Microsoft Flight Sim be more of a simulator, why don't they make you actually do your cross-country planning? All right. Power's coming in. Full power. Everything's in the green. Mixture's rich. And we're ready to go. Looks like we might have a slight right crosswind. There we go. Oh, God. What the fuck was that? Okay. Okay. Climb to 1,500. Let's go ahead and set autopilot up for a 1,500-foot climb. Or for a climb up to 1,500 foot. We'll go indicated airspeed mode. We'll go... Where's nav button? Nav. And autopilot on.
Cessna 777 continue for east departure.
There we go. Oh, acknowledge the radio.
Van Nuys Tower, Cessna, November 55777, continue for east departure.
There's my outer marker. That's really noisy. Who all knows what an outer marker is? Do you have any tips on getting used to reading weather charts? I assume it just takes practice. It's still pretty confusing to me. What I've told a lot of students, do fake flight plans. Do fake flight plans that forces you to actually read the weather. A lot of students, they struggle with weather because they never actually have to apply it. And that's why they struggle to read it, because they never really have to apply it. And it all just seems this like ethereal kind of theory to them. But if you, let's say, make a fake flight plan, go to Trade a Plane, find an airplane that you like on Trade a Plane, and build a fake flight plan to get it home. There we go. Now, it's the marker further than the inner marker. Well, I guess technically you're not wrong, Necromancer. Technically you're not wrong. Oh, what's up, Amber? What's up, Amber? Yeah, it's the final approach fix marker. Awesome. It's awesome. 400 hertz, 6 nautical miles, 75 hertz transmit. Sure, I got no idea on that one. Land on the runway. All right.
Cessna 777, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Acknowledge ATC.
Van Nuys Tower Cessna, November
I'm happy with this.
777 frequency change.
It sucks I can't set a flight path angle. Can you set a flight path angle? It does not look like I can set a flight path angle.
Burbank Tower Cessna, November
autopilot's coming off.
777 is 4 miles west 1,900 feet with Juliet to land.
What's up, Jeremy?
Cessna November 55777 Burbank Tower. Altimeter 29.902, make straight in runway 8.
I planned on it.
Fly straight in runway 8 Cessna 777.
Cessna 777, follow the aircraft on final. Wind 258.
Just passed mock oral with cheese. That is awesome. Oh, well, okay, maybe not. Like, you didn't necessarily pass the whole thing.
Cleared to land runway
but
8 Cessna
it's nice that you have that
777.
information. It's nice that, you know, you've done some studying and you're able to answer kind of questions like that just on the fly. That's awesome. All right, let's go ahead, get a little bit of nose down trim in. Keep this speed up. We can keep an approach speed of roughly 70. Isn't a very bad approach speed for a Cessna 172. Private check ride coming Thursday. Your videos have been very helpful. Well, that's awesome, Jeremy. That's awesome. Good luck. Make sure, get some sleep. Don't try to cram in any kind of studying now, because if you don't know it by now, you're not going to know it in the next, couple hours. So just relax, eat, get some sleep. Just make sure that you're physically prepared for your check ride as opposed to mentally prepared, because if you're not knowledge prepared by now, it's a little late to figure that one out. Okay. So just make sure your body is prepared for the stress that you're going to be under, right? Have food, have sleep, stay hydrated, and bring snacks. Bring snacks to your check ride, all right? And share them with your DPE. Always bribe your DPE with snacks. I'm kidding. Don't bribe your DPE. But, not necessarily a bad thing to bring snacks, Keep it off. Keep it off. Ah. Touchdown. Just a...
Cessna 777, turn next taxiway.
Cessna 777. That's kind of funny. I just noticed that. Cessna 777. Is the E6B just one of the things the FAA still wants you to learn, or do people still use it? So in the airline environment, no, nobody uses it. I still carry one with me when I'm flying long journeys.
123.9er for Cessna 777.
It's easier than trying to do back of the napkin math on fuel burns.
Burbank Ground Cessna, November 55777, request taxi to parking.
Cessna November 55777 taxi to General Aviation, parking via taxiway Delta 7.
Delta 7. What do you mean? I'm sitting here. I didn't go anywhere. I parked where the damn game told me to park. Oh my god. I use my electric E6B on a long cross country. I use my electric E6B all the time. I actually do carry my paper one with me on long flights. In the event that I need to, I need to use it. Yeah, Microsoft Flight Sim definitely still has some work. I was really hoping that airplanes parking on taxiways was going to be a problem that was solved, because it's not like this information isn't publicly available about where taxiways are. All right, mixture's out. Set my parking brake.
You've performed great today. Keep the same attitude, and I'm sure that you will have great piloting career.
Awesome. Oh, look, I passed. Who's a commercial pilot? Who's a commercial pilot? I'm a commercial pilot. Been a minute since you've gotten on, since I've gotten on to watch you live. Yeah, I don't really do lives that often anymore. They take a lot of time, and a lot of effort, but I do still enjoy them. I just, need to do them more often. What you call it? What's the most complicated airport you've ever had to taxi at? O'Hare. Chicago O'Hare. That place is a fucking disaster. Are you using 2020? I'm using Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. This is 2024. How long did it take you to get through your career? I took my private pilot check ride about about 10 years ago. Took my private pilot check ride about 10 years ago, and then, about I don't know, 10 months later, I took my flight instructor certificate.
Congratulations. Now you are able to earn money for
Awesome. Now I can make money. That's a little odd that I need my commercial certificate before I can get a tailwheel endorsement, or an instrument rating or a multi-engine rating. Like, all of those things I can do. Whatever. Let's go get a tailwheel rate. Oh, I can't. Oh, damn. Did I go to ATP? No, I went to UND Aerospace Foundation in partnership with Chandler Gilbert Community College down in Arizona. So skydiving, flight seeing. Ooh, ferry flight. I can go do a ferry flight. Oh, what do I need for this? Oh, I need to be level 5. Okay, so now I can do ferry flights. My instructor had me get 2020 until they worked the bugs out of 2024. I mean, there's not enough bugs in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 to be like, the instruments still work. I mean, I wouldn't use Microsoft Flight Sim as a private pilot training tool. God, no. Simulators and private pilot training, they don't work together. Simulators and instrument training, fucking perfect. Simulators and airline training, perfect. Simulators and private pilot, unless you're just working on like flows on like where the buttons and the switches are, trying to actually fly and learn how to fly in a sim and then try and relate that to an airplane, it's just gonna be, you're just gonna be pulling your hair out. What you call it? You go to Leopard Aviation there in Arizona, in Mesa? Well, that's awesome. What's Leopard Aviation? I've never heard of Leopard Aviation. Let's see. Certification. Oh, wait, I already did. I can't do that. Missions. Yay, we can do ferry flights now. Oh?
You're ready to take the next step. I have a mission lined up for you. Prove you can handle this.
What mission do you have for me? Well, these are all the same thing. I don't want these. I wanted a ferry flight. This is all it's going to let me do? Aw. I don't want to do these. These are boring. Oh, wait. No. It's another. Okay, well, I guess. What the hell? Mission list. First flight. Wisconsin fertilization. No, these are all just first flights. I don't want these. Oh, I have to do my first one in Europe. Oh, that's odd. Okay, well, let's go over there then. I'm just using it for IFR practice, radios, emergency, and checklist practice. Oh, well, that's actually a pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, so we're over here then? How do I... Is it? Oh, ferry flight. Yep, right there. So EDRM. Okay, so it's 75 miles. Yeah, that's not that bad. Not that bad at all. It'll be about 20 minutes. Check out. Oh, it's gonna make me enter. It's gonna make me do a teardrop entry into the pattern. Oh, okay. All right, I'll keep that in mind. I tried out a Chandler, did your solo to Marana. That is awesome. I definitely did some solos to Marana. I did mine to Ryan. Yeah, I've been to Marana, I've been to Ryan. Those are some pretty cool airports. Is it Marana or is it Ryan that still has, they have like a little breakfast diner there? I used to take my students there all the time. All right, let's see how this goes. Oh my God, it's only 880 credits. That's not much at all. That is not much at all. All right, let's fly it then. Yeah, so I mean, I used to take my students to Ryan Field all the time, and we'd get breakfast and whatnot on their long cross countries instead of just flying like. So, these are solo cross. These are cross countries. Nah, we'd go to Ryan. We'd stop. We'd get breakfast. We'd talk about how the first leg went. You know, see what we could do to make the next leg better.
Hello,
all this other
it's
jazz.
Julia Reichert. Thanks for accepting the job. I'm your contact here. Today's lucky bird heading to Numidjandran is this charming little 172 Skyhawk. The owner's aircraft was in for maintenance, and now that it's fixed, he wants it flown back.
Good.
He's
Arcs
already
right
waiting for it. His name's Mr. Michael Klimek.
All right, lights are
Now
on.
give
Good,
this
good,
beautiful
good.
bird the VIP treatment it deserves.
Nah.
Take care.
Nah, we gonna bury this thing.
Pause system test.
We are gonna
Okay.
drag the brakes. We're gonna taxi with the parking brake on. We are gonna bury this airplane. So Cheese, you
Echo
flew
Delta
Pipers in your
Romeo,
training?
Mike, traffic
I
Cessna
have
Delta.
flown
Lima
flown
Romeo, Kilo
Pipers. I
Lima
flew a
is
Seminole in my
taxiing to
training.
runway 36.
But I've also flown Cherokee 140s, 160s, 200s. I've also flown Twin Comanches, Seminoles, Arrows, Dakotas. What other Pipers have I flown? I think that's it. When you say ferry flight, what do you mean? I'm trying to see where you use the term in the same way. Ferry flight as in like I am moving an airplane from point A to point B, and it's not my airplane. I'm getting paid for it. I am ferrying a plane. Stop and hold short. Okay, well, I guess. Taxi up to. All right. Let's get that nose up off of the ground. And hold short.
Echo Delta Romeo, Mike traffic Cessna Delta. Lima Romeo Kilo Lima taking off runway 36 departure to the south.
Enter runway 36. I guess runway 36 is right here in front of us. What you call it? Did you see the Honda jet that crashed at Ryan? No, I did not. I did not know that a Honda jet crashed at Ryan. That might have been after I was there. Like, I haven't been to Ryan in ages. Okay, why does it, like, does Microsoft Flight Sim think that this is the normal way to do things, is to taxi onto the runway all the way to the end and then turn around? Any tips on getting through a job while flight training? I can't wait to be a CFI. What do you mean getting through a job? Like getting a job? I mean, just fly good, don't suck. Do interview prep. Make sure you get a decent resume, and make friends. I don't mean network. I don't mean wander around with your little business card and your little resume. Like, oh, I want to be your friend. I want to use you as a tool for me to get employment later. No. Actually make friends. Actually talk to people. Actually be a friendly person. we all know who the person is that's like, oh, but like, here's my business card, here's my sticker, here's my, no, like, and get experience, If you can get the opportunity to go sit in an airplane, go sit right seat in an airplane, even if you're not getting paid for it, sure, like, don't work. But if you get the opportunity to go sit in an airplane and go fly it around and, again, make friends, be friendly, do it. That's really my biggest bit of advice. Take every opportunity you can to grow your aviation community. I work at Walmart. It's the best paying job in my area for no decree. I currently use it to pay for flight school, but it's miserable. Well, it is Walmart and can't wait for my flying career. I'm 20. Well, just keep plugging away at it. Keep plugging away at it. And just remember that when you do become a flight instructor, it's not just, oh, thank God I'm finally getting paid as a pilot. Remember, you have to be good at your job, or else somebody is going to have to explain a check ride failure for the rest of their life because you couldn't provide them appropriate training. All right, airspeed's alive, nose is off the ground. Let's try and get this airplane off the ground as slow as possible. Stay in ground effect. Ground effect, ground effect. Woo! And climb out. There we go. Go ahead, go back inside. And we're gonna go altitude 1400. And let's go nav. God, it is bumpy. Ooh. Let's go nav again. Continue that climb up to 2400. And let's just go heading mode because it doesn't seem to want to capture. And heading. Where is the heading button? There's the heading button. And we'll go autopilot on. Oh. Indicated airspeed. Crank that indicated airspeed down so that we can climb on up. Ooh, not 39 though. Take it on back to 74. Flaps are up. Okay. Awesome. I got 3 different events every month at my airport. I've already met so many people. Went up with a guy in a Baron a month ago. That is awesome. You're gonna have to try and get that time up. You're gonna have to try and get that time up when it comes to flying. I always recommend flying at least 3 times a week. Why is it not letting me engage nav mode? Okay, yep, there it is. GPS is armed. It's just waiting to capture it. I'm currently 1.2 miles off course. I've been to 3 different events every... Oh, I got to 3 different events every month. What do you mean by 3 different events? Are you talking about like flying events, like fly-ins? Or are you talking about like training events? True, it'll take a lot of hard work, and I'm up for the challenge. Is it possible to make a decent living as a CFI? I'm considering a CFI as a career. Yeah, it's possible to make a decent living as a CFI. You just got to be willing to move. You got to be willing to move to a big flight school. You got to be willing to move to like UND. You got to be able to be willing to move to like Purdue, Embry-Riddle, stuff like that. You're not going to be able to do it staying in a mom and pop shop anymore. I'm 47 now, and I wish I had worked this hard at 27 to make it happen. Keep it up, you guys. That's awesome. Well, it's never too late to start becoming a pilot, man. It's never too late. What got me into flying? Airplanes. I flapped my arms really hard, and it didn't work. So I had to get into airplanes to get into. No, I'm just fucking with you. Sorry. Oh. But no, what really got me into flying was I wanted to go fly ever since I was like a little kid. I remember going to like some kind of fly-in or something as a kid, and there was some red biplane that like flew over the line of cars going into the fly-in, like popping, blowing smoke all over the cars, as part of the show. And I looked up and I was like, I want to do that. And that was kind of what sold me. But then, when I told my parents that, they were like, ha 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 ha, we're poor, you'll never do that. They don't let poor people fly airplanes, and you wear glasses too. You honestly think they'll let blind people fly airplanes? So I had kind of given up on it for the longest time. And then once I got out of the military, I realized I could use my GI Bill to become a pilot. And once I realized I could use my GI Bill to become a pilot, I sold. I go to EAA chapter meeting, Aviation Club, the pilot group there every month. That's awesome. I moved to KCVGT, North Texas. Seems to be desperate demand. Seems easily fully booked. So I mean, that's awesome. What are your thoughts on fully automated aircraft? The FAA is never going to approve it because our airspace isn't structured properly to do it. Our approaches, our arrivals, our departures aren't structured to have a fully automated airplane. They're not. The airspace is structured that pilot intervention will always be required. Unless they overhaul the airspace. But let's be honest.
Echo Delta Romeo, Delta Traffic Cessna Delta. Lima Romeo, Kilo Lima 5 miles northeast, 2,400 feet inbound to land runway 27.
Is it worth? Yes, it is definitely worth it to keep becoming a pilot. It is going to take way too much to completely remove pilots from the equation. All right, let's just zoom in on here. I think final's like right there. Reduce power. Well, I could see that cargo could be concerning because I mean it's been proven time and time again that the FAA doesn't really care what happens to boxes. Where is this airport? I see the marker for final, but I don't see the airport. But I think after this landing, it's going to be time to call it a night on the stream. It is obviously an absolute blast hanging out with y'all, talking, doing all this fun nonsense. Where is this damn airport? Is that? Oh, that's it right there. Okay. Power's idle. Trim. Flaps.
500.
Come on, slow down. We're at power idle. All right, I guess we're gonna have
Echo
to slip
Delta
it.
Romeo, Delta Traffic Cessna Delta. Lima Romeo Kilo Lima is on final runway 27 to land.
Flaps. All right, full flaps. We're still slipping. Still gonna slip. Still slipping. Get that nose down. Power's in. And let's butter this. Power's idle. And butter. Come on. Come on. Get it going. Get it going. Whip it around. Whip it around. Keep that nose up. There we go. Get those flaps up. Put that power back in. Keep that nose up on this soft field. We shouldn't have come to a complete stop on a soft field, but we're fine. We're fine. We were able to pull ourselves out of that rut. Well, we wish you luck, Tavern. Wish you luck, Tavern. Or Tavern. Wonder how good that new supersonic airliner will be. Who knows? Who knows if it'll ever happen, to be honest. It takes a lot of fuel to break the speed of sound. It takes a lot of fuel to break the speed of sound, so it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, especially when you can only put 50 to 75 people in them. But we got that landing in. Let's come to a complete stop, finish up this mission, and we're going to call it a night. It is always, again, a blast hanging out with y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Share it with your friends. They can come and watch these after the fact. I leave them up. They're up in case you missed a part, in case you showed up late. You can go back and watch the whole thing. All right, stop and hold short. Announce parking taxi.
Echo Delta Romeo.
And then we're gonna taxi up and park right there next to all those glider trailers right there. Now this might be the last time I'm gonna be streaming for a while. I don't know. Just keep an eye on like TikTok and Instagram and whatnot. Because when I'm off at training, I'm going to be in training in Vegas for a while.
But I hope my plane didn't take too much of a beating. Thanks for your hard work.
Hey, that was a good landing. What are you talking about? Your plane took a beating. All right, mixture's out. And mags off, avionics off, master off, all the switches off. But as always, keep it cheesy.